Okay, so the purpose of this video then is to bring everything that we've talked about together to try and package it. The best way for me to do this is to just make stuff up in terms of what would be typical way to apply EFT. So we've got our title, what our issue is. I'm just going to use anxiety. I'm going to say that I feel it in my body, that I feel it in my chest, and at the moment it's maybe 8 out of 10. You have your own issues. You've used that sheet, hopefully, the most pressing issue sheet, the MPI sheet, and you'll have an idea of what your issue is, whereabouts you feel that in your body, and then your 0 to 10 scale, how intense is that feeling and emotion in your body. Okay, so we're going to be tapping on the credit shot point, and just repeat after me. Even though I have this anxiety in my chest, right here, right now, I choose to release it and let it go. Even though I have this anxiety feeling in my chest, and it's 8 out of 10, I deeply and completely acknowledge that feeling, acknowledge that anxiety, but I choose to let it go. Even though I have that anxiety in my chest, when I think about that situation, I choose to release it and let it go now, completely. So just tapping through the points, this anxiety in my chest, this anxiety in my chest. I can feel it welling up inside my body. That familiar feeling, that familiar anxiety. It's been there for a while now. It seems to just come out of nowhere. But I felt it before. And I can feel it now. That anxiety in my chest. It's as if it's become part of me. It's as if it's always there. Just when I think I've got things under control, it comes back and bites me. It rises up in my chest. Sometimes it shows up in my stomach. Sometimes it's tension in my neck and back. It makes me fidgety. It keeps me on edge. And it's real. Or is it? This anxiety, it's not something I can hold in my hand. This anxiety in my chest, it's not something I can give to somebody else. So is it real? Or is it imagined? Is it something in my mind that then shows up in my body? Is it something I've created? Yes, the thing I'm worried about, that event from the past or the future that might happen, or something that's happening now, I do have control. Is it something I construct in my mind? I might have no control over the event, but I can control what I imagine. I can control what I make it mean. I've constructed this in my mind, and I can deconstruct this in my mind. And I can choose to remember something more resourceful. If it's happened, it's happened. I can't do anything about that. If it might happen in the future, again, what can I do about that? If it's happening now, what control can I have? Maybe there is an answer. Maybe I can control my anxiety by choosing how I represent that in my mind. If it's a person or a group of people that I'm anxious about, or a specific event that has happened, is about to happen, or is happening sometime in the future, I can choose what I make that mean. If I can't control it physically, by what someone says or does, I can choose what I make that mean. I am doing the best I can in what can be very, very stressful situations and circumstances. And I choose to relax. I choose to breathe fully and deeply. I choose to relax. I choose to be in control. Getting overly anxious and worried will only raise my blood pressure, will raise the rate of my heart, will give me those feelings in my stomach, that churning, will give me that tension in my body, and that might not do me any good. So I now choose to feel differently. I now choose to think differently. I've come through a lot worse, and I survived. I am a survivor, and I owe it to myself to keep myself safe and to heal. And I choose to look at things differently now. Whether they're in my control or not, I deserve to have full health. I deserve to feel relaxed. And I now allow that relaxation, that calmness, that healing, that vitality, that energy. I allow all of that now to enter my body and to replace any negative feelings and to replace any negative emotions with calmness, with clarity, and with love for myself. And I learn to take my life minute by minute. I am safe. I am loved. I can do this. Okay, so that is a process that might maybe seem a bit strange to you at the moment, but through practice you'll find that you'll make this your own. As I say, I've made those words up. When I work with somebody one-to-one, the terms, the language comes from the client, from the other person. Obviously this is a recorded version, so I just decided then to highlight typical responses from people that they might have whenever they've got an issue, or if I'm tapping on myself, working on myself, then these would be things that would come into my mind. There's no wrong way to do this, but I do advise you, if you can, to identify how you are feeling, acknowledge how you're feeling, and then move towards the positive. And whenever you feel that shift in your body, that anxiety going down, and maybe it turns to a different emotion, through time, then you'll find that you'll want to feel good. So it's important to remember then to do your best to end up on the positive side of things. Okay, so hopefully that's been of use to you. My full details you'll have already seen on this video, and for more information you can check out www.clearyourfears.co.uk, and if I can be any assistance to you, please get in touch. Okay, take care now. Bye. Okay, take care now, and just remember, it's possible.